Hi everybody, welcome to another Magic 101. Going to do something a little different today. I'm going to show you the new stock decks that basically came out when they changed the format. Starting with Armed and Dangerous here. It's actually one of the decks that I've actually had some success with, despite it being a stock deck built by the people at Wizards of the Coast. As you can see, it's a red and white deck here. And basically what you're trying to do is you are trying to equip your creatures, and with those equipped creatures, do a lot of damage. You have things like Maul of the Skyclave, which is +2/+2 flying and first strike. You've got Scavenge Blade here, which is +2/+0. Rune of Speed is kind of a favorite, actually, because it does give you haste right off the bat. So a lot of times, if you're playing a deck where they're killing your creature every time it hits the board, that can be annoying, waiting to be able to attack them with it. But with that haste, you can throw it out there, attack, and then if they kill it, you still got a shot in with that creature. It's one of the things I actually kind of like about it. As you can see, most of these creatures are Core Warrior, Human Warrior, Goblin Warrior. Even Bruner is a Dwarf Warrior. So that's where the Kargan War Leaders come in, as they give you the Crusade effect for warriors. And then this is another equipment, or it's a double strike. Kind of your choice on that. I haven't changed anything in here. Angel Warrior, Minotaur Warrior. I haven't changed anything in here because I wanted you to see how it plays exactly the way that Wizards of the Coast intended. So let's give it a shot here. I can't say right off the bat what my record is with the deck because I don't actually play with it that much, but I have to say it's one of the funner stock decks. So here we go. Here's Armed and Dangerous. Now, much like any red deck, you want to get out there and you want to start swinging as soon as possible. And it's sort of the same thing with the white weenie deck, so they actually kind of synergize pretty well with each other. It's a pretty simple deck to get behind as well. I mean, basically you're just throwing out creatures and you're equipping them and then you're attacking. I mean, it doesn't get more basic than that. We got 2 planes. Most of our mana is white creature, or most of our spells are white creatures. So I'm willing to accept the 2 lands here because I'll be able to cast the spells that I have in my hand, and hopefully by the time it becomes an issue, we'll have a red. Looks like they're playing rogues. It's changed a little bit ever since they phased out a bunch of the other decks, but basically you're going to see them try and grind me to death here. That was really an attempt on my part to find another land, because we're still missing the red to get these equipments out there, but is what it is. Plus, never hurts to put that lifelink on a double strike creature. What you really want to do with the Rune of Sustenance and the other rune, the Rune of Speed, is put it onto an equipment, so even if they kill your creature, you're not losing the enchantment, and it can get out there and do some damage for you. I'm guessing a counter spell here. Oh. See, now I lost the Rune of Sustenance, whereas I could have had it on this enchantment or this equipment, and that would have gave everything lifelink. The runes are actually kind of a neat ability that they've come up with, I guess. A neat card. I'm not getting a lot of mill out there, but enough to be annoying. Now, this gives +3 and trample. So, as you can see, I've never really been a fan of the creatures with the 1 toughness because they tend to die easily. But with the Dwarven Hammer, you can feel free to just throw them at the enemy and let the trample do the work. For example. Now, chances are he's going to power word kill. Pretty sure he was just waiting for me to slap the hammer on there. Maybe not. Ah, stole my creature. That hurt a little bit. Pretty sure we're going to lose this one. But, I mean, you don't win them all, right? You can see the kind of effectiveness there is you had a 5-1 there. And thumpity thump, 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 thump. Let's go ahead and block our own creature. Alright, let's try that again. Apparently I got a 50-50 win-loss ratio with the deck here. I actually use, it's called, I have a terrible memory, Overwolf, which brings the Magic the Gathering Assistant, which is this, which allows you to keep track of the different decks that you're playing with. So as you can see, I've won 3, lost 3 with Armed and Dangerous. It's a free product, Overwolf, so if you're playing Magic the Gathering Arena, it would be a good idea to get that and download it for yourself. It just lets you know how well you're doing with a specific deck, or maybe it also has a function that allows you to see what decks you can make with the cards that you have currently in your selection. So, plenty of red. This guy actually doubles as a 6-cast and a land, but we've also got red and white, so it looks like we're pretty set for this go-around. Now, this time, hopefully, we don't have to use the Rune of Sustenance until we get a equipment to put it on, like the Dancing Sword. Just makes it a little harder to get rid of. Now, I made a mistake there. I should have thrown the Fireblade Charger out, but I did not. So, now, a lot of times, those mistakes are what end up costing you, but hopefully not in this case. I'd kind of like to get something out there. And on top of the Core Blade Master. Now, I assume this card that he's put into Foretell is the creature killer. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I believe it's I can't. Oh, Poison the Cup, I believe. Oh, well, that's even handier is the Rune of Speed, but Poison the Cup. So that was good on his part because he managed to make me use up all of my mana. But I kind of want to throw this out as land. Give us a little bit more to work with. I'm guessing that's Poison the Cup again. But this time... and this is where the haste comes in handy. You can Poison the Cup all you want, but not when you don't have any mana. Nah, we like it as equipment. A lot of cleric stuff. All right. Haste and lifelink. It's going to wear you down. Oh no, we lost a creature again. I have to admit to a certain amount of frustration with decks of this fashion that just all they do is just kill your creatures. It just seems really lazy to me. So as you can see, he can keep killing the creatures. It's just going to catch up to him in a hurry. And we can good game. Don't need to kick it. Splat. 7 damage. And he didn't wait for it. So as you can see, it's just having one creature out there is really all you need for it to really start doing some damage. And that one creature just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The use of the runes on the specific equipment is just peak equipment use because haste and lifelink and everything along those lines. Let's go ahead and give it another try. As I said, it's a really fun deck that they just built together. I mean, obviously you're not going to win tournaments with it, but if you just want to have some fun, just get out there and punch people in the face really fast. This deck will do it for you. And it's always good to see Brew in her Battle Hammer. Alright, again, I got 2 lands and a dual land, so I've got 2 white and 1 red. So I'm setting pretty good. I like this opening hand. Now this guy's a problem. On the attack with his first strike, unless you got a first striker on this side, you're just going to be dead. And Precipitous Drop is pretty standard. Now, it so he can't get any more free dungeon crawl. Probably should have scavenged blade first, but this will work out. I was going to say, I don't think they do Introduction to Annihilation on 5-1, but they might. I wouldn't mind drawing the card. Oh. That's kind of a neat way to go about it, but okay. Pretty sure this is Poison the Cup again. Get him for 6 trample. And really like my rune now. Or another haste creature. That's getting kind of annoying. There seems to be a lot of death touch in the let's do this one. Pretty sure I'm gonna get Poison the Cup here. No? Alright. This is it. If it's not haste, it's over. Trample, not haste. Yep. He's going to win. Best I could have done is throwing the Akoum Warrior out, which is what I meant to do, and then maybe slap a Dwarven Hammer on him, but is what it is. And as I said, this stuff is just frustrating. There's one creature killer, and I'm pretty sure this is Poison the Cup. It just seems really lazy. And this is just a jerk move on his part. If you know you're going to beat the guy, just beat them. Especially on these videos, I don't like to concede if I can help it. But if you're just going to dance around and do that sort of thing, that's not good sportsmanship. Just a personal opinion. Alright, one more try, and then we'll get this video up where everybody can see it. As I said, it's not perfect. I mean, ideally, there were things that I would have taken out and put other things in. But just as you're new to the game, you've never played before, you get in, you start playing Arena. It's a good little deck to get you some wins under your belt. Okay, we got a plains and a mountain, and everything else is pretty close to what we need. Just need a few cards, or a few land drops, and we can get Bruenor out there, which is everything in our hand, so that could be good. For example, the Kite Sail Cleric seems kind of an odd choice because it's a cleric, and I'm not sure why they wouldn't have just put it with another warrior in there. I understand you want to do the kicker side of thing, but that's 4 mana, and it just seems kind of off brand for this deck. Personal opinion. I mean, there's plenty of one-cast warriors out there. I fully expect them to zap the Kite Sail Cleric here. Actually, I'm a big fan of the Archmage Emeritus. Again, if this were a warrior, that would be really handy. But since it's not, we have to move things around. Uh-oh. Double zap? Yep. Kind of like keeping it as equipment. It does more for this deck as equipment than it does as a 2/1 creature. I feel like if I put the Kargan War Leader out, he's just going to zap it. So I'd rather get rid of his card drawing there. And now he can zap it. Only thing you can do in this instance is just hope you can throw out enough cards to outlast his or their creature destruction. Which may be difficult, I admit. There you go. Gotta tell you, these decks are fun. Well, I wish the deck had performed better, but obviously it didn't. As you can see up there, I did have a pretty good win-loss ratio, well, a 50-50 win-loss ratio with it. Go ahead and use it and let me know what you think, and I'll do a future video when I swap out some of the things that I think need to be changed with the deck and hopefully streamline it a little bit better. But you go ahead and use it as just a starter deck and let me know how it works out for you in the comment section. Remember to like, share, comment, and especially subscribe, because we are a small channel and we just want to get bigger. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time on Magic 101.